Hello, everyone. I'm Marina Orms, the founder of Astrology Heals at astrologyheals.com. And today I would like to share with you a little excerpt of a video forecast that I do every week for my members in my member program, Manifesting with Moon Cycles, the paid members at the Lunar Expedition level. And so if you are interested in learning more about this program, I'm going to share more about that at the end of this video. But first, I'd like to share a little excerpt of the kind of information my members get. And of course, the program helps you to manifest the types of visions and outcomes that your soul is calling you to achieve, whether that's healing yourself or finishing a project or putting your work out into the world or making a difference for the world. So hang tight, and I want to share this excerpt with you. And at the end, I'll tell you more about the program. So it is June 6th, and this week we have a second eclipse. Eclipses happen in seasons. So when there's one eclipse, there's, there are either 2 or 3 in a row, depending on how things line up. But there's always at least 2 eclipses. And so we have our second eclipse that follows a lunar eclipse from 2 weeks ago. That was that potent Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse that we talked about. And now we have upcoming a very potent also new moon and solar eclipse in Gemini. And with this eclipse, the new moon will be the sun and moon coming together, and that the moon will block out the light of the sun depending on what part of the earth you are on. I'm not sure exactly where it's visible, but the sun, the moon, and the earth will all be aligned. And as I've said before, that alignment that happens during an eclipse creates a gateway. It kind of opens a channel, just like if your spine is aligned, that energy can flow more easily through your body. So same idea. Energy flows through, it kind of opens a gateway where shift can happen more easily. The energy and the things that you need, the information you need, can flow through more easily, and changes can take place, or inspiration, epiphanies, ahas, shift in some way. And that will, depending on where it falls in your chart, it'll be more of a big deal for some people than others. But there are eclipse seasons twice a year. So some eclipse is going to be a big deal for you, and maybe it's this one. And even if it isn't highlighting a particular part of your chart, it's still potent for everyone. So all the things I'm going to say today apply to everyone. And the energy of Gemini is one of the signs of the zodiac, of course, and it is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication, thinking, information processing, generating ideas, writing, communication, those sorts of things. So, with the new moon and eclipse in Gemini, we've got this opening to the processing of information, the ability to learn new things, to explore our curiosity and discover. And the additional thing that is happening around this eclipse is that Mercury is retrograde. We're in the middle of a Mercury retrograde period. So Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini. So this flow of information that is happening is also planting seeds inside of us. So remember, I've said that Mercury retrograde is when communication goes inward and processing goes inward. So we're mulling things, we're working things out inside of ourselves, we're thinking, we're we might need a little extra time to just let our minds work at something. We might need to go do some research or learn something that we don't know to facilitate this processing. And that's all part of the whole shift. And this shift is following, again, 2 weeks from the Sagittarius lunar eclipse, which was, as I mentioned at that time, which was really not so long ago, that we are opening to a new story, a new ability to connect with a new truth. And that new truth, a new identity for ourselves, a new story for our lives, and a new pathway, a new journey. What is it that you're stepping into or expanding into? Jupiter is the planet of expansion and abundance. It's about growth and a growth in consciousness. So expanding perspective, expanding possibility, opening to new paradigms and new possibilities for yourself and what your life could look like. So now we are heading into the moon has been waning, and we're heading into the new moon, and this new moon will be a solar eclipse that's all about this information processing. So we're taking what was awakened, or what we may have noticed, or what may have shifted, or the discoveries that we made, and we're processing that into turning it into patterns of thought, habits of how we move through our day. What does it look like to have your beliefs or your habitual thoughts shift in a way that is more aligned with this new story for your life? So this eclipse is going to be a good time to look at and think about, what are the thoughts that I notice, habitually appearing in my mind. And if you have self-critical thoughts, or if you have worries or stresses or fears that show up as thoughts about your limitations, or thoughts about what's possible or not possible, those are the kinds of things that when you notice them, when you consciously say, oh, wow, I didn't even realize I was thinking that, or that, I was unconscious of it, and now I'm noticing it. And as you notice it, you can think of a reframe, a positive reframe. So for example, if my habitual thought is, I am not going to have enough time in my day to accomplish the things I need to accomplish to get me moving forward. Maybe that's a habitual thought that I have. What I don't notice, because it's unconscious, is that that is a belief system that I am operating from. And so maybe the Sagittarius lunar eclipse of a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks prior to this new moon, was an opportunity for me to see new possibilities, how my life might look, or how I could solve some of the things that end up feeling like I don't get to them, or just other breakthroughs or ways through to address the things that I need to do, or to bypass them to get where I want to be. I don't know what that might look like. So it's about that expansion into new possibility that allows me to see, recognize, realize how those things might be possible that hadn't occurred to me before. And then as we head into this solar eclipse in Gemini, I have the opportunity to notice that I'm having that thought, and to consciously say, wait, I don't have to operate from that belief. So a different belief that I might choose is, I'm accomplishing what I can today, and I will reevaluate at the end of the week whether there's something different that I want to, a different way, maybe that I want to organize my time to feel like I'm arranging my time and energy in a way that is in alignment with the things I want to accomplish. So you see how instead of having this stressful thought of like, I'm never going to get to everything I need to get to, I can shift that to, I could shift it to opening. I could say, I am opening to seeing how I might get done the things that I want to get done, or what the shortcuts might be that have not occurred to me. I am open to noticing the ways to reframe this truth or this reality that I'm operating from, to open it to the infiltration of more positive thoughts and beliefs that support me in getting where I want to be. So, maybe it's simply just playing with an affirmation like, today I did enough. Today I did enough, and I am on the path to whatever it is I want to accomplish. Thank you for watching the excerpt of the weekly forecast that members in my Lunar Expedition member level receive. And so this is a month-to-month paid program that supports you to work with the natural cycles and energies that are happening in our cosmos and in our universe all the time. So working with moon cycles to set your intentions, stay on track with your vision, with your healing goals, with the things that you want to accomplish for yourself, and the ways that you want to make a difference for the world. This program will support you in that. Just go to astrologyheals.com and check out my member program, Manifesting with Moon Cycles, and you can learn all about it. That's astrologyheals.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.